Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl coming at you with another pick a card reading. Today we are stepping outside of all the norms, and I am going to do a pick a card on what's going on with the DM, the Divine Masculine. I have not done one of these yet. I do Divine Masculine readings a lot. I do Divine Feminine readings a lot. It's just not something that I brought to the channel. But I'm being asked to bring more of these onto here. So here we are. So welcome one and all. If you are returning, thank you so very much for your support, just for being here and becoming a part of this wondrous journey. And if you're new here, this is a reminder that we are all human and that you are welcome as you are in this here now here moment to come as your true authentic self. That's your soul authenticity coming through, right? The brightest light that you are. It's such an excellent day today. It's just so beautiful here. So I'm really excited to get these done and out to you. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, make sure you check out the description box below where you'll find all the links necessary to send me an email for a personal reading where I'll get you out further information. And you can follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio. And I really just hope to see you there. I'm talking more about twin flame journey and all that stuff. It's just something I was trying to avoid at all costs. However, Source is really pushing me to get more into it, and yeah, so here we are. You will see more twin flame things scattered along the channel, or like soulmate. If you don't have a twin flame journey, that's fine, don't trip on it, please. This is more about soulmate journey and what's going on with our true love and so forth. Okay, today I am going to be debuting a new tarot deck that I got, or a new deck, I should say. It's not really even an oracle deck. These just popped up and I thought they were really unique, and so I got them. They are scratch off messages just like our affirmations are, and I'll read that to you in just a second. But I went ahead and I scratched all of these off at once, and so this will be the first time that I'm using these. These are long distance messages, and I thought that this would be so fitting for love messages. So we're going to get some cards from here today. And your affirmation is, I am constantly learning and growing from my experiences. Awesome. I love this. I think that's such a perfect card for today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into our prayer, and we will move over on into the reading and find out what's going on with the DM. My beloved Source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this video. I ask that you light up their life with your love, with your grace, and with your mercy. And help us to show ourselves grace. Help us to give ourselves compassion when sometimes we just want things to happen in a certain way and we feel like maybe we might be at fault if things aren't going the way that we had planned. And instead, I ask that you help us see grace in the situation and understand that your timing is what is true and not what our emotional ego or what our minds say has to be true. That everybody's on a different journey, and that everybody's at a different timeline on this journey, and that it all has its beautiful moments as well as its tough moments, and that all of it together creates a whole experience here in this waking world. So I ask that you give us grace and help remind us of this grace, that we are a flame unto your light shining into this waking world, that we are an experience for you into this waking world, and that we are a unique essence of you in this waking world. Remind us that we are you, that you are us, and that together we are all connected. As these words are spoken unto this space, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me get this set up over here. Okay, got that. Let's go ahead and give these a shuffle. These are just kind of really cool messages. I went through them, so they're just really cool. It's not even a big deck, but if you guys want to know what it is, there's no author on these. It's literally just called Reasons Why Long Distance Scratch Off Messages, okay? There's only 25 of them, but they are really cool. So, source for pile number 1, what long distance oracle card will help us better understand what's going on with pile number 1's divine masculine? One card, please. For pile number 1, what oracle card will help us understand what's going on with pile number 1's divine masculine? Okay, thank you. And for pile number 2, source, what oracle card will help us better understand what is going on with pile number 2's divine masculine? One card, please. Okay. Thank you. And for pile number 3, source, what oracle card will help us better understand what is going on with pile number 3's divine masculine? And I will do a divine feminine reading. So if you're a divine masculine on here, you're more than welcome to watch this as confirmation of being able to, for me to be able to connect with your energy. And if you're wondering about your divine feminine, I will be doing a divine feminine reading soon, okay, and vice versa. So on the bottom, we do have, knowing that we're in this together, even if we're physically apart, makes me feel like we can conquer anything. I love you to the moon and back. So this is the collective energy, okay? Knowing that we're in it together, we're not together, but we're in it together. We can do anything, okay? What a beautiful message. All right, let me get this set up really quick here. Okay. All right. So for pile number 1, we do have this piece of lapis lazuli for you to choose from. Okay. And for pile number 2, we have this beautiful piece of rhodochrosonite for you to choose from. Okay. And for pile number 3, we do have this beautiful shard of amethyst for you to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever pile you are drawn to, that should be the pile for you. And I will see you over on your chosen pile. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful piece of lapis lazuli, then this is going to be a reading on what's going on with your divine masculine. Couple of things, okay? So first and foremost, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find all the links necessary below. You can email me for a personal reading where I will get you out further information. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is a fun, cool, chill hangout place with yours truly. And I do hope to see you there. Also, with this reading, I do want to just point out that if you resonate with the divine masculine energy, that is perfectly okay. You can watch this and see if this is something that resonates with where you're at on your journey, and know that soon I will be doing a divine feminine video as well, and vice versa. So if you're divine feminine, keep an eye out for the divine feminine messages, so that way you can click on that and see if that resonates with where you're at on your journey, and you can mix and match, compare, and see how things are working out for you, okay? So we're going to go ahead and dive in and find out what's going on with your divine masculine. I'm going to try with the dice. Actually, what I'm going to do is get, like, hone in on their energy for you. And then we'll get some more messages with the tarot. Okay, so Source, can you please tell us about pile number 1's Divine Masculine? What characteristics or energy can you tell us so that they know that this is their Divine Masculine, Source? Can you tell us more about pile number 1's Divine Masculine? Okay, so we've got 4th house Virgo and Neptune energy. Quite a wide spread. Someone who's very emotional and someone who's also very grounded. But I love that the 4th house is coming out here. 1 second. Whoa, okay. So my wrist right here is in pain. I did hear that someone just recently broke their wrist or had to have pins put in their wrist, but it was literally from here to here that was like just shooting pains all of a sudden. And now it's gone. Okay, that was really strange. I love that the 4th house came out here because the 4th house talks about someone that feels like home, right? Someone that's close to home that you can be really comfortable with, but it can also talk about healing family roots, right? Like healing those places that really were traumatic for us growing up. So that is something that the Divine Masculine is working on. But we do have this energy coming through that this is someone who feels like home for you. And we know that that is something that is on the divine twin flame journey, the soulmate journey, is someone who feels like home. But this is someone who's very in touch with their emotions. This is someone who's very watery by nature. So they could be a Cancer, they could be a Pisces, they could be a Virgo, or have any of these highly aspect in their chart. This is someone who's very foundational when it comes to how they feel about their approach to life, how they feel about the people in their life as well. They're very humble and modest. They're very generous and logical, very grounded energy here. However, they can be very overcritical. This is someone who can be very like, I gotta be a perfectionist, and they'll judge themselves harshly or others very harshly if things aren't done a specific way, okay? But they are obsessive. This is someone who can be obsessing over you right now or obsessing over the idea of love if you've not met your Divine Masculine, okay? Very much in this obsessive place of like, when am I going to get my love? When are things going to work out for us? When are things going to come together for us, okay? With Neptune energy, we have someone who's very intuitive, right? Someone who's very imaginative, who dreams a lot. They could have had a lot of dreams about you. You could have had a lot of dreams about them. Even if they're faceless dreams, like they're just, you know, the energy and you see a person or a body there. Like it's like they know that there's someone out there that they really get along with on a different level. This could be someone who's into photography, but they're very spiritual. They do have trouble sometimes, though, with the spiritual journey. Like, having faith is something that they do question at times because they're too grounded to get into that very spiritual place. It's like, if I can't see it, then it's hard for me to believe it. And so this is someone who really relies on that logical, rational mind and can sometimes get very stuck in their head about things, okay? But they are very, very deep people, okay? They could be into music. They could be someone who is into, what am I getting? That I see it like the hospital, but not like a hospital, like a care center. So maybe like a retirement home or like, hospice. Wow, that's really, really harsh. Okay, so something along those lines, like taking care of people. Like they really do like to do that, okay? This is someone who finds inspiration in their day-to-day, and they do try to live life to the best of their ability. But right now, they're really questioning how to follow their intuitive notions. They do get that intuitive insight, but there's this, just because if I can't see it, feel it, touch it, taste it, sense it in my physical world, then it's hard for me to believe that it really exists, okay? Just somebody who questions the divine. It's okay. Like I think we all have to go through questioning the divine in order for us to have faith. So I split the deck. It is in the reverse, but we have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups coming out in the reverse. So definitely like a love-hate relationship right now with their journey with falling in love with the divine, with trusting the process and how they feel in a deep internal level. So if they've met you, they're going back and forth between how they feel when they met you and trying to rationalize what's going on, trying to be logical about it. And in this journey, there's nothing logical about love, right? Like, love is not a logical thing. It just, the heart wants what the heart wants. And when you're spending time questioning that, it just creates a lot more havoc in life, right? So that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Right? Okay, Celine Dion coming through. Don't give up on your faith. Love comes to those who believe it. And that's the way it is. Something like that, yeah? Okay. It's been a long time since I heard that song. A long time. So I'm also hearing this song coming through right now. This is interesting. But it's like, strawberry wine, 17, the hot July moon, saw everything, my first taste of love, whoa, bittersweet, green on the vine, like strawberry wine. But it's the part that's really coming in is that the fields have grown over now, years since they've seen the plow. There's nothing time hasn't touched. Is it really him or the loss of my innocence? I've been missing so much. So it's like the loss of my innocence. It's like when they met you, it's like, is it them? Or is it this loss of innocence that I'm feeling? Like I'm reminiscing on what things could have been. And so that's why the obsessive need is there. So Source, what is Pile 1's Divine Masculine going through? Wow, you guys had a lot coming through all at once. So what is Pile 1's Divine Masculine going through, Source? What's going on with Pile 1's Divine Masculine? Thank you. All right. What's going on with Pile 1's Masculine? Divine Masculine. What's going on with Pile number 1's Divine Masculine? Thank you. Okay, what's going on with Pile number 1's Divine Masculine, Source? What's going on with Pile number 1's Divine Masculine? Yeah, family. Ooh, okay. And I'm also hearing, what is that Martina McBride song? Why is it like music is coming? Well, I guess Neptune, that makes sense. There's so much music coming through. It's like, and with a broken wing, she carries her dreams, and you ought to see her fly. So yeah, it's like they have like a broken wing right now. It's like they're like really going through it. There's something about it that they're really going with. So they believe in love, right? They don't want to give up on love. They don't want to give up on faith, but they're questioning their faith right now. Okay? They're reminiscing on a time when they believed how love should be, and they're reminiscing of how time has passed and they never experienced that type of love. And now it's like they're trying to heal something broken. And we have that family roots coming in here with the 4th house and my family card coming through with the 8 of Cups. And so there's this synchronistic energy of like, I'm trying to heal these deep traumas, these deep wounds right now. But having to face that is very difficult. Yeah. Having to face maybe a mother who's very impulsive or argumentative is what's coming through here. Someone that believed that they knew better, believed that there was nothing out, like it's like if a mom or a divine feminine, a feminine energy in their life, this could have even been a masculine, right? Like it could have been a guy with a feminine energy, a water or an earth sign, okay, which we do have Taurian energy here. But this could have been a father or a mother in their life who had been brokenhearted and really instilled on them that love didn't exist. And so what's going on with your divine masculine right now is this, it's like questioning, do I believe what I was taught, or do I believe what I feel in my heart to be true? And I'm having a trouble, like there's just a lot of difficulties coming through here. This is someone who didn't respect boundaries in their life. This could even be a third party, right? This could be a third party energy. We'll get more with the tarot here, but this could be someone that just has no respect for their emotional boundaries, or no respect for, like, if someone, so if they're hurting, they have no respect for your divine masculine in the situation. It's like, my emotions are the only thing that matter and yours don't. Okay, because here we have emotional boundaries, but it's in the reverse, right? This is something that's talking about, like, I cannot defend myself in a situation that's already failing. And this is, if you can see here, we have the Empress with the 7 of Cups here, right? This is 10 altogether. This is something that they need to close out, but they're definitely struggling with. I do feel like they are going to overcome it eventually, but it is something that they're greatly struggling with. Yeah, it's hard to face this. It's hard to really delve into this. Woo, yeah. Oh my. So the only card that we get in the upright is the family card. Okay, and so they could have a karmic in their life. That's not going to ring true with everyone, but they could absolutely have a karmic in their life. I'll grab one of the other decks here and see if we can just get some more. I'm not going to really get any clarifiers today because this story is really, really straightforward. You have a divine masculine. What's going on right now? They don't want to face reality. Okay, they're trying to let their emotional ego run them. They just don't want to face it. I don't want to face what's going on. If I have to let go of a family situation, if I have to let go of a third party situation, if I have to let go of, you know, my little close-knit family that I created on my own, like, I just don't want to face that right now. That's really what's happening here. Okay, but they're getting it. They're really getting it through this. Okay, this is something that is not easy for them. It's almost like they're in the process of being uncomfortable and trying to force themselves to be okay with being uncomfortable in a situation that just doesn't serve them. It just feels wrong. But no matter how wrong it feels, they're stuck in that rational mind. And they're like, so if this is a marriage, they're like, but I'm already married. I should just do everything that it takes to make it work. Like, even if it's a toxic situation. And I'm not saying that anybody should ever get divorced. Like, you should absolutely go through the motions to make things work. You know, we shouldn't ever hope that, like, especially if our divine masculine's in it with another person, we should never just be like, well, they just need to leave them and move on so they can be with us. That's a very selfish thing, right? That is very selfish. And that's our emotional ego coming into play. In truth, we should want them to try to find balance. And you could be like, well, but that's not Source's plans. It has nothing really to do with Source's plans, because if Source's plans were in accordance with what we felt, this world would be a lot different. We don't really know what's going on, but we need to raise up our own vibration by saying, I really wish them the best. I really wish them health and happiness wherever they're at, and a whole heart wherever they are, right? That's us raising up our own vibration rather than being mad at the karmic. Because remember, the karmic is in a rough situation too. No matter what, even if they're causing drama, remember, they're stuck in a pattern. And so there's always looking at this from both sides and not just being cruel for the fact of, but that's my divine masculine, that's my person, and I deserve them, and they don't. It has nothing to do with that, okay? There's lessons that need to be learned, and everybody has their own cycles and karmic situations that they have to overcome. And that's what it feels like right now. They're just facing this and it's like coming to a head. It's really coming into their life. And they're realizing that right now, I just don't want to face it, right? They're just doing everything that they can to keep this. Look at how she's facing towards here. The Empress is facing towards the family situation. Even the Page of Swords here is facing towards the family situation. It's like all eyes are on this family situation. And so there's a lot that's going on here. I don't want to be judged for letting go of a situation if I haven't done everything in my power to make it work. right? And that's hard. It's hard when you're on the sidelines waiting for someone. Can we please get more of an energy on what this situation is here with this Eight of Cups, Source? Thank you. Just one card. That's all I want. Page of Flutes, the Daydreamer. Yeah. This is someone who's just not ready to give love. This is someone who's not healed, who's not on a very high vibrational level. They're just not in a place where they can give love right now, right? It's like being in an unhealed state and trying to build a healed family. It's just not working, right? So this is kind of twofold here, because you have this idea, what I was talking about with the songs that got channeled in on your reading, is that this person is really daydreaming about what love used to be when they were younger, right? With the page energy here. But they're still stuck in that old idea, and now they're coming at this situation with a very ungrown energy, right? Yeah, with the Lovers, pinky promise. It's a promise that they made. This is a promise that they made, even if things aren't going the way that they wanted it to, even if things aren't working out the way that they wanted it to. It's a promise that they made, and they're really stuck in their head about it. This is everything I was saying here. We have the Eight of Swords here in your head. What's in your head? In your head. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Whoa, okay, that was a good one. It's just crazy how much music is coming through on this. This person is going through it, though. They're really stuck in their mind, trying to logically wrap their life around this. I made a promise to somebody. How am I going to let this go after I made a promise? I don't want to break my promise. And that's what's going on with your Divine Masculine right now. Like, they don't want to break this promise. And so if they have met you, or even if they haven't, what's going on is they're feeling your energy. Right? And they're feeling like, it's almost like there's something better out there for me. But then it's almost the guilt that they feel when they're thinking that. Like, how could I think that there's something better out there? Because I wouldn't want my person, this person that they're connected with here, I wouldn't want them thinking that there's somebody better out there than me. And like, it's like it's just a very delicate situation that's happening here. But just really know that they're going through it. And that with the Eight of Cups coming out in the upright here, we do have things that are coming full force right now. Okay, there's this energy of coming in their face, and wow, that just sounded awful. Okay, I recant that. Okay, I didn't really mean that, but it's just it's being made aware to them. And right now they're just fighting. They're just fighting, right? The King of Swords here, the intellectual, very much in their head. They don't want to see what's going on. The glass is breaking here. I don't want to see it. I want to try and make sense of it, though. But I don't want to see it. They're very insecure, very unable to get out of this cycle right now. But it is forcing them to deal with it, right? And that could take a day. It could take months, right? It really could. We just never know. Okay, let's get one of these. I'm gonna get some tarot out for you, but let's talk about what is the karmic cycle that they're dealing with. I'm gonna get one of the Lovers tarots. I feel like these are perfect. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so we had games flip over. Playing at love, but not serious about keeping it. Know what you want and be honest. Isn't that everything? Exactly. Like playing at love. They're keeping a promise, but they're not serious. Like they're not in this 100%. I mean, it's like they're trying to move pieces around to try to really make this work. They're trying to make it go back to maybe when it was in a honeymoon stage, right? But it's not working. It's just not working because the energy is spent. It's just not going to go back to that. But they have to face that, right? And then we have exit plans. Someone wants out, but they aren't making a move yet. Be prepared for sudden changes. Yeah. And their person, if they're dealing with a third party, which is what it feels like here, their person wants out too. Like this is not just them dealing with it. It's like, it's kind of like both of them are feeling the same type of energy here. Let's get a timeline. I know I talk about not holding on to timelines, and I couldn't help but get these cards because they were so cool. These are brand new cards that I got, and they are called, just, I think they're the timeline cards. I actually don't have the box available. There's no name on them or anything like that. Keep getting these boxes and cards that have no name on them, but we'll just get a couple of these. I just want two, actually, and so these are not... When they're coming to you, I feel like this is going to be like a timeline of when they're going to have to really buckle down and face this. So, Source, can we get a little bit more information in regards to this next month? Yeah, it's soon. This is something that's coming really fast. And I feel like they feel the energy changing. Let's get one more, Source, because it's not going to be the same for everybody. Can we please have one more? When the Divine Masculine on a holiday. Okay, so two of these came out. On a holiday and next year. Okay, so these are kind of like the timelines of what's coming. It's kind of like, I feel like they're going to start facing it in the next month. Then there's going to be a holiday, which really kind of shows them things that they don't like and that they really do want to get away from the exit plan. And then by next year, I do feel like this is something that they're going to have out of their life. We do have June energy here on the bottom. So by next summer, I do feel like this is something that they're going to have faced and let go of. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and get some oracles out. Oh my Jeebus. Okay. Hey, please have some oracles for pile number 1, Source. Thank you. A new beginning on the bottom. So they are going to start having a new beginning here. Thank you. Yeah, they're watching. Either their third party person is watching or they're watching you. But it's kind of like there's this energy of being caught red-handed. No, they don't want that one. Right? Being caught red-handed, doing something that they shouldn't be doing. So if they've been watching your social media, then they got caught watching your social media. Let's get one of these. Okay. Yeah, house 2. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. They're working on their self-worth right now. Okay. That's something that's really strong for them. And house 10, we have structure, discipline, life, mission, accomplishments, and careers. So I feel like in order to kind of give themselves a reprieve, they're really focusing on their work right now. Okay. And that is helping them to kind of find clarity in this situation. But it's also it's being an escapist, and Neptune energy is connected with being an escapist, right? Like, being a Pisces, I know this energy. Sometimes you just don't want to live in what reality is there, right there in front of you. And so you do anything you can to get out of it. We had Swan come through with 60. Time for a deep dive, right? Yeah, it's time for them to dive deep. What do they really want? What do they really want out of life? What really matters to them? Let's get one of my homemade oracle cards here. Okay, this one. Oh, okay, so this has a curse word in it. I'm just going to prepare you for it. But it says, leave me alone. Stop calling my phone. I'm doing better without you, so go F with them hoes, okay? This is the energy that they're in right now when it comes to you. Okay, like I'm sorry. I know this is triggering, and I know that this hurts, but it's like because they're not ready to face what's going on in their own relationship, so they feel like it's your fault. It is not your fault. It is not your fault that they feel this way. It is not your fault that they're going through this. But it's like your energy is always present, and so they're like, just go mess around with some other people because I can't do it. It's interesting because there's a song that does that. It's like, leave me alone. How does it go? It's like, stop calling my phone. I'm doing better without you. So go mess with them all. Oh. Yeah, it's like, again, another song coming through here. Right? So it's like, this is energy. It's like they could be into music. You could be into music. But music is something that's very important here. Then we have a message here on the bottom. You're being impatient when it comes to love. First, you must heal from the past and be able to be fully able to let it go while having forgiveness from the heart. And that's what I was saying. Like, there's no need to be mad at the karmic in this situation. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Even if we're psychically getting information, we still don't know the whole of the situation. Source is the only one that knows every move, every step, every thought, every word, and everything like that. So we have to let Source take care of it. We cannot let ourselves get caught up in this idea. It has to happen the way that I want it to, and screw the third party. Like, they don't deserve them. Like, that is impatience, and it's our emotional ego taking over. That's not a good place to come from, right? That's what we're working on healing. That's what we're all working on healing. Let's check these out. Yeah, this is a cycle they need to complete, and they have to do it on their own. Okay, they have to figure it out on their own. This is something that they have to deal with, that Source is going to make them face. There's nothing that we can do, because they want reciprocity in the end with Honeybee here. They want that beautiful, sweet energy to come in, but it's like right now they can't even understand what that is. We have number 6 and 60 coming out together, so you may see 666 a lot. And that's truly just finding balance in your everyday life, seeing yourself through eyes of love, okay? And this is something that they struggle with. Your divine masculine really struggles on seeing themselves through eyes of love, because they really feel like no matter where they go, what they do, they're going to mess up, and they feel like they're going to hurt somebody, and they feel like because of that they must be the worst person in the world. But honestly, that's part of life, right? Yeah, and then we have number 31 on the bottom, which is 4, and that's representing your strength, structure, stability, foundations. It says love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I cannot make this up. Self-worth. And then we have here healing. You must heal from the past. Love helps heal past hurts, okay? So there's a lot of healing that's going on right now. A lot of healing, okay? Let's get some yin-yang cards out on it and see if we can kind of paint the picture a little bit more here, Source. What more do you... Yeah, rejection. Oof. What else would you like to say in regards to pile 1's divine masculine, Source? What's going on with them? Thank you. Okay. I feel like that one wants to come out. He's got quite a bit here. That's all right. Remember, they're going through an awakening. Awakenings are not pretty. Yeah, awakenings suck. They're great in the long run, sure, because they give us good energy and they help us, but they suck. Like, when they're happening, it's like we feel like we're crazy, feel like things are awful. Like, it's not something that's all rainbows and butterflies. And if you've gone through your own awakenings, that's something that you should know. And so it's like having compassion for where they're at right now will help immensely. They'll feel that, right? Right now, though, they feel the rejection. They feel like they've lost this battle. And they feel like they've lost a piece of themselves because they know that there's no way they can keep this promise. They just know it's not going to work out for them that way. So they need that nurturing and that compassion for themselves. And they need the nurturing and compassionate energy from you. Not like you being there and being a doormat for them or anything, but just wishing them well and sending them positive prayers and hoping that they find the light in their life, whatever that is. Not you, not that they find you, but that they find the light in their life, right? Sending them that positive, good energy. But see, we do have spy, watching, inspecting. Again, this idea that they are spying on you. They do know who you are. They're watching your every move, right? Just an interesting thing here. It's like they're aware of you, but it's like I'd rather blame you for my problems right now because I don't want to face it, right? They don't want to take accountability, and they're going to be forced to take accountability here soon. Yeah, they're closed off, guarded, resistance, right? That's why they don't want to take accountability to it. But this is going to unfortunately come in. Like, Source is going to say, look, when you look at this is like the house of God or the tower, as you might know, right? That's what this energy is like. It's like sudden change. Something is going to suddenly change, and you're just going to have to sit back and ride along with it, because there's nothing you can do to keep this from happening. Not you, but them, the divine masculine. There's nothing they can do to keep this from happening. And then boom, there we go. We've been talking about a third party, and we have party with external here. And this to me is a third party energy. This is third party coming in. There's somebody or someone, like it's like someone or something in their life right now that they're not ready to give up because they feel like they've made a promise to it, but the promise that they've made is just making them feel really awful about themselves right now. And also don't be like, ha, they deserve that. They should feel really awful about themselves. You know what? They're human. We're all human. We all make mistakes. And this is just their journey. This is what they were meant to do. And this is part of their mistake that they have to learn from. So let's find out what your reasons why card is. It says, I never imagined I could love someone so deeply until I met you. Even the distance can't dim the fire we have for each other. Yeah. So they're in love with you. So I do feel like for you, Pile 1, you've absolutely met this person. You know who they are. They could be very, very committed to you without being committed, right? Like they want to know how you are. They want to know how you're doing. But at this time, they're struggling with their emotional ego. They've played games for too long in their life. It's almost like a habitual process for them. And having to break a habit is hard, right? The addictions. Having to break the addictions, the escapism here. So your DM is definitely going through it. He does love you, okay? He wants to see you do good in life. He does hope the best for you. But right now, his emotional ego is taking over everything. And so it's just, he's looking at everything possible to blame. And it's not just you that he's lashing out at, okay? It's not just you that he's trying to blame. This is him blaming everybody in his life except for taking accountability for his own actions. And so really the prayer here, or the hope, is just that he finds balance on his journey and learns to take accountability for the choices that he's made. Okay, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. Okay, this is what I have for you. If you feel like this resonates, leave a little honeybee down below and say, I call in my own reciprocity, right? Because you're letting Source know that I want to be in a place where I'm equal give and take. That doesn't mean it's with your divine masculine. It could be with anyone else, right? But it's just knowing that you're calling in that equal give and take. And hopefully that will help open this up to be exposed for him. And if not, that's all right. Leave me a thumbs up down below, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this insane message. And until next time, Pile 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this rhodochrosonite, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, this is going to be a reading on what's going on with your divine masculine. A couple of things. Firstly, these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. You can also check out the description box down below if you'd like to support the channel further. All the links necessary are there. You can email me for a personal reading where I will get you out further information. And you can also follow me on over to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, where it's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I hope to see you there. With this reading, if you're a divine masculine, you are more than welcome. This is going to be in regards to your situation. So I will be doing a divine feminine reading soon. And if you're divine feminine, the same thing. You can definitely watch this one and then check out the divine feminine reading later to see if it resonates with your situation. I do ask that you keep an open mind. These are kind of really deep readings. And we are going to get down to the nitty gritty of the situation, right? What's going on, what we're not facing, what situations we're having trouble with. And the emotions that are coming through are very strong. So just keeping that in mind, we're not here to judge where another person's at on their journey and whatever comes through. We're just here to be receptive to seeing, okay, is this something that I need to also focus on? Or is this something that I too can also heal if there's triggering energy, okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to use the dice today to kind of get a better energy and understanding of who your divine masculine is to see if this is your pile. If the dice doesn't resonate with you, you're definitely more than welcome to check out one of the other piles. Okay, so Source, for pile number 2, what can you tell us about their divine masculine so that they know that this is their pile? What can you tell us about their divine masculine, Source? What can you tell us about their divine masculine? Okay, so we have Taurus, North Node, and the third house. Okay, first and foremost, before I even grab my block, we're talking about destined meetings here. Okay, this is a very destined connection that you have. This is something that is in your North Node. This is a twin flame connection, a soulmate, a true other half or other person. Because I don't really believe in the other half. We are a whole as we are. So, yeah, that's me. But people understand that. So, especially with the third house coming through, this is someone who can be very much a twin flame energy, okay? This is your other person. This is your person. With North Node coming out, this is destined. This is someone that you're fated to meet. Okay, we'll find out more if you've met them. This is someone who's very loyal, someone who's very dependable, someone who cares about family, right? Cares about the connections that they have in their family. It's very important for them to have their friends, their family together, their siblings. They like to think, they like to contemplate the world around them, and they do love to communicate how they feel, right? This is someone who's very much into that. They may have a social media platform. If not, that's okay. This is someone who communicates things through social media, so you may be getting a DM from them soon, okay? Don't hold on to that. It's just a message that's coming through here. But they do really enjoy social activities, connecting with their neighbors. This is like your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This person could really, really enjoy superhero movies. Okay, that's something that's coming through. I have to laugh because that's so random. Oh my gosh, okay. They're very persistent. This is someone who's very steady. They're patient. They will go the distance. They're very endurant. They have a lot of tenacity and drive. They're very reliable. Security. They like to move slowly. This is something that has been taking a long time. You're probably like, oh, like, come on. This has been taking forever. Is this love actually supposed to come into my life? Yes, eventually it will. Okay, it's like the stars are aligning right now. Sometimes you just got to give the cosmos time to get into place so that it'll all fall into place for us, right? But this is someone who has built a lot of material wealth. They are very financially stable. Sometimes, though, they are resistant to change. This can be a stubborn one, right? But they do like to indulge in life. They like to experience the arts, the beauties. Someone who likes to go to museums and travel the world, but also, while it's like they have a home base to come back to. So it's like they want to go travel for a little bit, but they want to come back and they want to post up at home for a while. Okay, this is someone who's very much like that. With the North Node, right? We have that fated energy. This is the ultimate present life lessons, right? That are meant to be learned. This is a soul purpose, a karmic path towards fulfillment, a fated path towards fulfillment. And we always look at karma as a bad thing, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes karma is a good thing, right? Not as in getting back at others, but in what goes around comes around. What's coming back is being returned to you, being returned to them. So they're getting a return on their investment in their own journey. This is someone who, I can't say that they're very spiritual necessarily, because there's not really any indicators. We will see what comes out in the tarot. But I do feel like this is someone who definitely takes personal development seriously. Like, I want to be my best self at all times, and they go out of their way to do so. Very grounded energy. Someone who's very unorthodox. They could be a business owner. Okay. Source, what can you tell us about pile number 2's Divine Masculine? What's going on with pile number 2's Divine Masculine? Okay, thank you. What's going on with pile number 2's Divine Masculine? Okay, what's going on with pile number 2's Divine Masculine? This is someone who was neglected as a child. This is someone who didn't know what it was to have a stable emotional family. And that's why I feel like they take personal development very seriously. This could also be someone who has gone or is going to either therapy or goes to a psychologist or something along those lines. But they're trying to figure out their mindset and their mental standing in this life and what's going on emotionally within them. What's going on with pile number 2's Divine Masculine, source? Okay, thank you. What's going on with pile number 2's divine masculine? Okay. Yep. Thank you. What's going on with pile number 2's divine masculine, source? Whoa, okay. So we've got the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords both coming out in the upright. So weird how they came out. So this one came out first. We'll put the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, definitely trying to communicate clearly with themselves, taking action on understanding themselves. Like when we have the Six of Swords, you know, 6 is a number of seeing yourself through the eyes of the divine, through eyes of unconditional love. Well, that might not be what they're learning or trying to go towards, but they're learning how to find balance within the internal chaos, right? Yeah, look at this. We have the Queen of Cups on the bottom with the Fool. Ooh, a lot of really positive energy here. They're learning how to network. They're learning how to give back to people. They're learning a lot. But more than anything, they're learning how to take a chance based on what they're learning about themselves. Okay, this is someone who's ready to take a chance, ready to move forward. Take a chance on me the first time around. Take a chance on me. So this is someone who, if you haven't met yet, when you do meet them, they're going to be willing to take the chance on love first time around. Like, this is not someone who's playing. Why do I hear that Barney song? I love you, you love me, we're the best of family. With a great big hug from something to you. I don't remember all the words. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because it's hilarious. Oh, the Barney song. I never watched Barney when I was a kid, so that should tell you. That was just something, I just never watched it. I was not down with the purple dinosaur, okay? But this is someone who's like, they're like, oh, like, I love you, you love me, let's just do this thing. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, some of the stuff that comes out just makes me laugh. Yeah, they had a difficult time in their life. Okay, they have tried and tried and tried to have success in a lot of endeavors in their lives. And I feel like mostly emotional endeavors here. Right? They really have tried to have success in a lot of emotional endeavors, but it's just been exhausting for them. It's like tried and true methods that would fail, right? Like, they're like, ugh, I don't want to do those. Like, I want to do these unorthodox methods that seemingly work for people. And that's what they decided to do. They decided to take some, like, this is somebody who's probably into Reiki healing. It's not that they do it. I mean, they could, but that's not what I feel like. I feel like they just kind of got stuck somewhere and nothing of the physical realm was really helping them. And so they started dabbling into spiritual. Like, it's not that they're very spiritual. It's just like they went to a Reiki healer and all of a sudden they noticed they were feeling better. Or they started meditating and they noticed they were feeling better. And it's like, they're not really that spiritual. It's just someone who really takes their personal development seriously. Like, I can't get beyond that. That's really what it feels like here. Okay? And now they're on this process of truly, truly honoring what it is that has kept them in repeat cycles that they didn't want to be in. And this is being stuck in their mind. This is being in a place of, I'm so exhausted in my emotional body that I cannot think clearly. And so they've had a long time in their life when they couldn't think clearly. And so part of their north node, being in their true north, following their destined path, their path of purpose, was to find out about their mental body. This is someone who probably does metacognition, which is thinking about thinking. This is someone who contemplates on a very deep level, which we talked about, right? This is someone who really opens themselves up to the wonders of source, the wonders of the universe, without really seeing it that way. They don't see it as, oh, this is spiritual, even though for a lot of us it'd be like, well, that is spirituality at its finest. But they don't see it that way. They see it as, I just want to learn what I can with what time that I have, to the best of my ability, so that I can become the best version of myself. But when it comes to their health, they probably do take care of their physical health, but the main things that are very important to them are their emotional well-being and their mental well-being. And so this could be someone who comes from a family of people with mental illness. Okay, or emotional illness, because that can be a thing. Even though it's not talked about, that can absolutely be a thing. Okay. And so it's like, this is someone who's really just like, I don't want to end up like everyone in my family. You know, they were sent to, maybe they were sent to the clinic, or maybe they were sent to the psych ward, or maybe they were sent to where they had a therapist that they dealt with 20 times a day, you know, and none of that worked. But I do feel like this person, your divine masculine, has absolutely talked to somebody, like has somebody that they trust. This is not a lover. This is someone that they go and they correlate with, and they're like, look, this is what's going on in my life. I need some guidance. Like, what's happening here? So let's see if we can get one more card. I'm not really doing clarifiers today. I just want to get one more card here clarifying this Queen energy source. Can I please have one more card clarifying this Queen energy? Yeah, we have the Three of Coins here, the camera guy. Yeah, what is this someone they correlate with? This is like someone that they connect with, right? Whether that's through their business or just in life in general. This is someone that they go and they basically play out their life to this person, and this person sits and observes. And through that observation, they give them tools to help guide them along their journey. And so they find these tools very helpful, right? To help them see the red flags. So we have a lot of threes coming out here. Okay, this person's been through it. They've been through a lot of heartbreak, but this is source intervening with them, telling them they need to go and trust somebody. You know, it's not a bad thing to get a therapist in your life. You know, I've gone to therapy. It was a huge help on my own journey. It does not make you crazy. It makes you serious about your mental health. Yeah, and like we have the Ace of Wands again. First impression. Yeah, this is because they're tired of relying on what it was that they once knew, right? So it's like if those are those family generational curses coming in, or if that's that mental illness that's coming in from the family, it's like maybe their family didn't know what a good first impression was. And so they would overlook red flags and go with their impression rather than listening to discernment. And so this is someone who wants to see the red flags first, and they've learned how to do that. This has been a process for them. This has been a process. And so this was something that Source had negotiated before they were even born with them. Like, this is what we're going to do. You're going to end up one day, you're going to go to figure this out, find out how to take action towards your mental health. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Here you see it as a gift from Source, right? Here you see it as a gift from someone. Again, from Source coming in. I'm giving you this inspiration to go and find who you are, to heal from the wounds of the past, so that you no longer have to face that hardship, so that you no longer have to dwell on what's not yours, right? So what's going on with your DM right now is that they're very much taking their mental and their emotional health to the next level. This is someone who's going to come in. Right now they're in the Queen of Cups energy. This is someone who's going to evolve into a King of Cups. This is someone who's going to evolve into a King of Swords. They're going to be very open with their feelings. They're going to be able to communicate on a very strong level. This is someone who thinks that communication is very important. It was already something we talked about in the beginning of the reading. So I'm going to grab one of these Lovers Tarots. We're going to kind of find out what the shadow side is that they're dealing with, or what it is that they've already dealt with, just to kind of give us a more well-rounded picture of this. Source, can you give us the shadow side as to what Pile 2's DM has been facing? Whoa, thank you. Escape. Flipped over here, it says love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you're getting involved for the right reasons. We were talking about that, like following, first impressions over here. Like maybe they were going based on, oh my gosh, like I love this person, I really like this person, I'm just going to get involved with this person. And then all these red flags would come up, but they still were just like, but I really like this person, I don't want to get out of it. And so that's what they're focusing on, or that's what they've been focusing on, is that using love as an escape for them, right? And not getting involved in it for the right reasons. And then here we have on the bottom, childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. And that's exactly what they've started doing, is growing up, right? Trying to take that energy very seriously. so they don't get stuck in situations that aren't serving them. Okay, so we're gonna get a couple of these. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of time, but I ended up getting these. I was just really drawn. Sometimes, you know, Source, you don't like a lot of things, and then Source is like, oh yeah, well, let me show you. So that's exactly what happened. I ended up getting these time cards. They're really cool. There's a whole bunch of them in here. They're just very simple cards, but we're going to get a couple of these to see when they're dealing with this. These are, I'm not going to do when they're coming forward, because we get so stuck on the time frame that like we can actually push it away from us. So this is going to be more about a time frame of where they're at on their journey. Okay, I'm just going to get 2 of these because every DM is going to be different. So Source, can we get some kind of time frame for where the DM is on their journey? So we have New Year's party coming out. So I do feel like they're going to be making a New Year's resolution to be doing what is best for them. It's not that they aren't already. It's just that this could be them going outside of their comfort zone and really experiencing life on a whole new level. Let's get one more Source. We have It's Worth Waiting For. So this is a message for you. They're worth waiting for, right? With New Year's party, it's worth waiting for. So maybe New Year's is something that is important for your connection, but I do feel like New Year's is going to be something that's very important for them on their timeline. We have on the bottom, at a special date. Yeah, so there's definitely something in the works here. It feels like Source is bringing things together for you, for them. This is really positive energy through this reading. Overall, this is such a great reading. Whoa! Hello! Do I hear that Aladdin song right now? It's whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world. So there's like a new world coming in. Like, okay, Source, cool, I'm with it. That's cool. Like attracts like on the bottom. If you long for more love, be more loving, with number 2 up here. And this is number 2, pile number 2. So it does feel like you have done a lot of healing, and in turn, they have done a lot of healing as well. So like attracts like. I do feel like you are calling each other to your lives. Like you're magnetizing each other. Right? Because it's not just one of us magnetizing the other. It's us magnetizing each other. That's what it comes down to. Okay, this wants to stay up there, so I'll leave that there. Like we have transform on the bottom. Yeah, there's a huge transformation with your connection, with your DM. Okay, let's see. What else do we want here? One of these. Okay. First, may we please have one of these for pile 2? Thank you. Let spirit be your guide. Number 32 with Hawk Spirit. Yeah, Source has a plan here. Okay, this is like Source is taking over now. It's almost like you don't have control of the reins, and nor does your person. Like it's just like Source is like, nope, I got this. Okay, I got this. Let me do what I do best. Okay, we already have that with the 3 of Swords coming through. It's like an intervention with Source. Okay, can I please have one of my cards here, Source, for pile number 2? Just one. Okay, I feel like it's this one. Yeah. It says it's amazing what we are capable of when we stop getting in our own way. So that's just it. It's like Source is helping both of you to surrender. You and them. Would you catch me if I fall for you? This thing is new and I don't know what to do. Would you catch me if I fall for you? 'Cause I'm falling. I'm falling for you. Woof. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Can I be a little... Whew. Okay. So we have House 11 here. Friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Yes, so you two are on a very similar journey with like-minded groups here. It's been a mountain for you to climb. You could be meeting through friends, or that's what's going to happen. There's going to be some event with your friends, and, you know, maybe that's the New Year's party here, and that's when things are going to kind of start rolling. It's not that they're going to be like, oh my gosh, let's jump in and do it right now, But it could be that that's when they realize that you're who they want, right? Yeah, it's very synergistic connection. This is something that's meant to be, right? Without one, the other ceases to exist. That's what synergy is. It's like it all works in harmony and balance and beauty. And so there's a lot of balance that's coming to this connection. We have creation with Snake and number 43. Yeah, they're healing their heart wounds. They're healing the trauma that their heart has been through. It's like this is, your divine masculine is not coming in with any baggage, okay? This is not coming in with trauma. They're putting all their trauma down. They're healing it. They're working through it. So when they come, it's not that there won't be fights and arguments or disagreements or anything like that, okay? Because that we're having two humans come together. That's always going to exist between two humans. But what it is that they've put down all the trauma so that now they can discuss things with you rather than having blame or, you know, like hurt people, hurting people. That's not what they're coming in as. They're coming in as a very grounded individual. And I very much got that before when we were in the beginning. So we have number 13 here with miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. Yeah, so this is a gift of Source. This definitely feels like a gift from Source. Like for you and for them, this is something that's unexpected and yet so welcome. Oh, we have number 18 here. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. And there's like a purity here. And we also have this innocence here with the child on the unicorn. It's like they're purifying your emotions here. And there's a sense of innocence that's coming in for both of you. So I do feel like that's what they're doing right now. What's going on with them is they're learning how to accept their emotions. What's going on with their emotions. And then we have number 3 again. So 333 is a very powerful number for you. This means your angels are guiding you. This is a number of creation, okay? It's a very happy number here. We have set healthy boundaries, okay? So remembering that even though there's like a strong connection here, you still want to set strong boundaries, right? Healthy boundaries. You don't want to just like jump in like willy-nilly because things can just get chaotic. You could go back to old energy. Right? Because it was habitual at one point. And so we're trying to heal that habitual energy by setting those healthy boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries. This person's going to respect those boundaries. You're going to respect their boundaries. It's going to be a very mutual, beneficial connection here. Okay, so let's get some yin yang cards on it, Source. What more can you tell us about pile 2? What more do you want for pile 2? What would you like to say for pile 2, Source? Just overall, a very positive energy, like a really positive energy. Like they want me to go one more time. What else would you like to say for pile 2, Source? Okay, thank you. What else would you like to say for pile 2? Thank you. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we do have celebration, gifts, and abundance. I cannot make this up. This is a gift from Source. This is a gift. It's like you've done the work, they've done the work, so you are a gift for each other. Okay, it's like you both are a good, positive energy for each other. Okay, so none of your cards flipped over, which is interesting. Yeah, sun, strength, empowerment. A very bright, happy connection here. Very bright, happy person. This is someone who's very, very magnetic, very charismatic. Someone who stands out in a crowd. Okay, they've learned how to empower themselves and rely on their strength. Receive, open, yeah. With gifts. Look at these, look at these, look at these. Look at these two. I'm going to put them next to each other. Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see what's going on here? Do you see what's happening? Yeah. There's just a really, really healthy energy here. Really healthy. This is like Source bringing you to the person that's meant for you and you being the person that's meant for them. Yeah, closed off, guarded, and resistance. This is something that they went through before, okay? They're no longer closed off to you. They're no longer closed off to the idea of a journey in love. It's like they're tired of being in this space of denying themselves because of fear. So they're letting it go. And that's been part of their healing process. Yeah, letting go of their contracts. Their careers, the commitments that have been very karmic by nature, the things that have been tough lessons that they've had to learn, things that they've had to let go of. until debt tear us apart. This is what they've been healing, right? Those hardships being in their mind, the facade and the beliefs. Yeah. They're no longer going to be wearing a mask. This is going to be someone who's very authentic when they come in. This is the last card. Yeah, they want to build a home, a family, to have a commitment with you. This is someone who wants that. They want to build a family. So we're going to read your reasons why card. Okay, these are just really cool. I really am glad I got these. They're very beautiful cards. It says, I may not be able to hold you right now, but know that my heart is holding on to yours. You are my soulmate, my love, my everything. Distance will never change that. So that's how they feel right now. It's like they're not able to hold you. They know that, but they know that their heart is already yours. They know that your heart is already theirs. And so they do feel you. They feel your energy. They're aware of your energy. They've been aware of your energy for a huge part of their life. Okay? And this is somebody who's excited to experience this with you, to see what comes next. The next chapter is coming very, very quickly for you both. So this is what I have for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a little shoe emoji down below and say, call in my higher commitment. Let source know that you're calling in this beautiful higher vibrational energy. Give me a thumbs up down below, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second, though, to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. And until next time, Pile 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this amethyst shard, or if you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, then this is going to be a reading on what's going on with your DM. First things first, these are general readings, so please keep that in mind. Take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it allows me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you can find all the descriptions or the links necessary down below in the description box, where you can email me for a personal reading and I'll get you out some further information. You can also follow me on over to my podcast, where it's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I hope to see you there. Also, if you are a DM on the video, you're more than welcome to watch this and see if the energy resonates with where you're at on your journey. And keeping in mind, I will do Divine Feminine energy coming up shortly. And likewise, if you're Divine Femme, just knowing that you can also check out that video when it does release. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to use the dice today to get an energy on the Divine Masculine. And then we will go ahead and get some more information with the tarot cards. So source, for pile number 3, what can you tell us about their DM? What messages do you have about their DM, source? What energy is going on with their DM so that they know that this is their Divine Masculine, source? Can you tell us more about pile number 3's Divine Masculine? Okay, so we have Leo, Jupiter, and the 10th house. They're a hard worker, that's for sure. Someone who definitely wants to be a father. Wow, when did that go all cray-cray? Alright, let's see if we can fix that. Give me just a second. Whoa, we don't need to go extra wide. Alright, let's see if that'll stay. Okay. So a couple of things. And I feel like this source reminding me that they want me to tell you. I am getting this energy. I was getting it at the beginning that your Divine Masculine has been really, really sad for a really, really long time. And so they just don't, like, if everything comes together for them, they just don't know, is that something that's going to make them happy? And so they're trying to figure out what's going on with happiness right now. Like, how do I cultivate happiness? How do I become happy? And the other energy that was coming in was just a fear of moving on from things that they were centered in or grounded in or had found familiarity in. And so the camera has been, for you, even before I started, it was going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out like this. And so it's almost like they're in this wishy-washy energy right now, just not sure. Just an unsure energy, okay? But we do have the 10th house. We have Leo energy and Jupiter energy. They're in a very lucky time frame in their life right now, but they are working really hard on their finances. They do want to be a father. Like, this is someone who wants to have a family. So if the Divine Masculine is a woman, that is fine. They just really want to have a family. That's something that they just really dream about. and would really, really like to have in their lives, right? But anytime we're dealing with the 10th house, we're talking about our path of purpose, following our divine mission and our structure in life, right? This is a very masculine energy by nature, which is hilarious that we're talking about the DM, but the 10th house does refer to masculinity, authority, public reputation, fortune, and we have Jupiter coming into play here. So this is their fame and fortune. They are gaining traction in their day-to-day life. They're able to make a lot of money. They're able to get status. This is someone who has a title. This is someone who's a boss, a CEO. They definitely have a lot of strength in their physical life right now. Okay, they're working on their long-term goals, their career, and their success. This is someone, you know, again, with 10th house, we're talking about men, which is hilarious that it would come up on the Divine Masculine reading. This is someone who's very playful. They're a leader. They really, really want children. That's coming out again with the Leo energy. This is just someone who really wants children, really loves children. They're very charismatic. They're very confident, generous. This is someone who just naturally attracts attention. People just want to be around them. They just have a very good, beautiful aura about them. This is someone who is popular. They're fun. They're artistic. They're very warm. They're outgoing. They just have a very beautiful energy about them. And right now they're realizing that they're able to manifest the things in their life that they want. But more than anything, I think they really just want a family, and they really want to bring that in. And it's so weird because I do have the tarot here, and on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is connected to Jupiter, Sagittarius, and Pisces energy, right? And talking about good luck. And so it's just interesting that that's here. But they really want to experience that equal give and take in life. And so they're going through a very abundant time in their life. They're growing. They're gaining more optimism and understanding. And again, that idea of trying to find happiness. Is my happiness connected to what I'm doing? Or how do I cultivate that happiness? So that's something that they're really focused on right now. But their finances are growing. They could be traveling very often. This is someone who has a lot of honor, integrity, morality. They're very generous. They have goodwill. They like to give a lot. This is someone who doesn't see or play by the book, right? Like they don't see life, nor do they play life by the book. They very much live in a different kind of energy, and they see the world through different eyes. They're not just like, oh my gosh, it has to be black and white. This is someone who sees life in technicolor, and they enjoy that. Right? And I feel like that's something that does make them feel singled out, because so many of the people in the world do see things in very black and white. It has to be either or. There is no in-between space. And this is someone who doesn't live life that way. They see the in-between space, and they're very familiar with that. Okay? So let's get some tarot on it, Source. What more can you tell us about Pile 3's Divine Masculine? What's going on with their Divine Masculine? Source, what is going on with their Divine Masculine? So it could be that they're about to come up into a very happy time. Maybe they've been struggling with this sadness and depression for a while. They could have been going through the dark night of the soul, and we all know that's something that lasts for what feels like forever. But coming into this abundant time, they're realizing that it had to do with them focusing on themselves. But we'll get some more out with the tarot here, Source. What more can you tell us on what's going on with Pile 3's Divine Masculine? Thank you. What's going on with pile number 3's Divine Masculine? Yeah, they're really trying to let go of being so driven by their emotions, rather than understanding their emotional well-being. What's going on with pile number 3's Divine Masculine, Source? Whoa, thank you. Okay. What's going on with pile number 3's Divine Masculine, Source? Okay, thank you. Whoa, okay, we've got 4 cards, so I guess you're going to get 4 cards. No one else got 4 cards. I won't tell if you won't. Alright. Let me scoot these over so I can put the deck here. Then on the bottom of the deck, we do have, yeah, this makes so much sense. So we have the 10 of Wands. And it is in the reverse, just talking about responsibilities and having a heavy weight on their shoulders, right? Like feeling like they're carrying the world or the weight of the world on their shoulders. Again, pointing towards that depression, that energy that's coming through here. Not feeling like things are working out, like getting stuck in the illusions of life, but knowing that something's about to change here, right? Knowing that something is about to change, just not sure what it is. So this is someone who's going to realize that wealth and finances were not where happiness was, and so they're going to keep pursuing happiness, right? In the pursuit of happiness. I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know everything. Who's that? Kanye? Yeah. So, oh my goodness. Oh, we have the King of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Swords reversed. Wow, we have the King of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is someone who... Oh, okay, what do we got here? Yeah, this is... It's interesting that they're... How can they have such lucky energy, right? Like, how can they have this beautiful lucky energy and have all this craziness going on as the train's coming through? But they've just been... This is them feeling it, right? This is them really feeling that hardship. And this is what's been keeping them from manifesting what they want in their life. Okay, they're having a hard time looking into the fact that maybe it's the responsibility and the weight that they're carrying on their shoulders that's creating this. There's this belief that it's not. There's this belief coming through here where they really believe that it's money that's keeping them from finding happiness. Like, if I had all the money in the world, I would have every reason to be happy because my bills would be taken care of. I wouldn't have to stress. And while those are factors, right? Yes, those are very real factors. They're working hard. They're very quickly going to find that that's not what is bringing them happiness. Like, they're going to manifest wealth. They're on the verge of manifesting wealth, okay? And through that, they're going to realize very quickly that none of that actually ties in to happiness. And that's what's been keeping them from going in and diving deep into this. It's truly because they're carrying something that's not meant for them to carry, with the Ten of Wands reversed here. They're taking responsibility for something that's not theirs, right? So they're trying to, you know, help somebody, or they're trying to provide something, or they're trying to carry a lot of bills that aren't theirs. It's just so on and so forth. It's like they're trying to do something that's not theirs to take care of. And so there's a lot of dissatisfaction here. And this is someone who, when things get really hard, they may lash out, and that's what they're going to learn. And you may be like, well, I don't want someone like that in my life. Well, it's not about that. It's just, this is the karmic energy that they're dealing with right now. They're dealing with lashing out when things aren't working for them, right? You have a king next to a page here, and it's like this dissatisfaction between being a child and being an adult. How do I come up into this adult energy here? How do I let that go? But on both sides, I mean, just ready for battle, right? Being stuck in the past, being fearful of the future. There's nothing here that brings them into the present. It's like all because of how they're feeling internally here. They're capable of manifesting money because that's something they know how to do. They're able to manifest wealth, but they're not sure on how to manifest happiness, and it's going to soon turn against them, right? They're going to realize that they're going to have to face the truth in regards to this, and it's something that they're fighting internally. This is a very internal fight right now. Because it's almost like they believed when they were a child that if they had all the money in the world, they would have nothing to worry about. And what's going to end up happening is now as an adult, they're going to get all the money in the world, but then they're still going to have all these problems that they're worried about. And there's going to be only one place left to turn, and that's to look at what is it that's keeping me in this energy if I already have everything I need. Let's get one card. I got one card for each pile. I'm not really going to do clarifiers on this, but let's get one card here. Source, can you please kind of give us a little bit more in depth on what's going on here? Can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening here? Yeah, they're blocking off their heart is what I'm hearing. It's like blocking off their heart chakra, not realizing it. Like, this is someone who may walk around with a slight hunch in their back because they're trying to keep themselves protected and shielded and guarded. They're not capable of being vulnerable at this time. And so what's going on with them is really having to face this belief that they really think that money is going to solve all their problems. And sometimes that's something that the divine masculine goes through. Yeah, look, we have the Ace of Flutes here with the first kiss. Their heart. It's their heart that's being closed off right now. Okay, like they want to love, they want a deep love, but right now they're just fighting this belief that, oh my gosh, like I have to be something that I'm not in order to ever experience this, in order to gain this love that I want in my life, right? And the Ace of Cups in the Tarot Marseille talks about having a love that is connected to source and self-love, being able to connect with the divine. And so I feel like that's what they're fighting right now, is that ability to connect with the divine, because they're so focused on the material, which you have very material energy right here coming all together. This is all, even with the Magician, look, and then Temperance, and then look, the Ace of Cups. I cannot make this up. They're fighting this right now. They're fighting self-love. Okay, they're being asked to heal this with Temperance. But Temperance isn't looking at the self-love right now. Temperance is looking at this idea of material manifestation. We do think about that with the Magician too, because he's holding the coin and the wand. He's taking action towards manifesting his material wealth. And so there's this idea that the divine masculine right now really thinks that the healing is going to come from having all the money that he needs, okay? Having everything taken care of that they need, taken care of. And what's going to end up happening is that divine masculine is going to get that. They're in a very lucky stage in their time right now. They're going through a lot of growth, but they're not experiencing growth with happiness. And so they're just going to feel even more weighted down. And so this is Source coming in saying what's going to end up happening is I'm going to force you to come into this place of self-love so that you can then find happy works. The fireworks. Find happiness within the fireworks, the excitement again. And that could be bringing you into their lives. That could be them coming into your life. I mean, it could be anything along those lines as well. But I do feel like this is Source saying, like, once you've experienced the stability in the material realm, there's only one place left to look, and that's the emotional and the unseen. And so they're going to be brought into this place of seeing the unseen and having to deal with that on a very personal level. Like, we have the King of Wands, the executive producer, but now it's in the upright. Yeah, and they're going to be able to take action based on that. We have the Chariot with the limo. Yeah, they're going to make a choice. They're going to make a choice here. They're going to have success in regards to that. And then with Temperance, once again, we have a lot of repeats coming through just off of one card coming out here. Okay, it's just pretty straightforward here. They're going to be healing something very deep. Okay, they're going to move towards that because they're going to realize that's where happiness lies. My inner peace is my goal. Like, and that's what they're shooting for here. They're going to take action towards that. But first, they have to deal with and manifest what it is that they've been manifesting. You might be like, well, that's not fair. I've been trying to manifest money for this whole journey. Right. But at the same time, you've also been working on your spiritual well-being. And so remember, it's not... It's like Source is telling you, you've been connecting with me, and so I'm going to give you what I'm giving you for it's permanent, right? It's coming in, it's going to be something that stays, it's stable. It's not that they're not manifesting stability. They are, but it's easier for the divine masculine to manifest stability than it is the divine feminine because we're creative by nature, right? The divine feminine is meant to create. The divine masculine is meant to be stable. And so there's these two ideas coming in, and it's like trying to really embody that. And so they've really been embodying that stability in life. And right now it's like they're going to have that stability, and then they're still going to feel that unease with the divine feminine energy within, which is the emotional and the spiritual, right? And so they're going to feel that unease, and they're going to have to face that to balance this out. Okay, and that's what's going on right now. Let's get some time frame cards on it. You guys know I'm not a big fan of time, so I'm not using when are they coming into your life. That is not how I'm using these. I'm going to find out what's the time frame for them to really face this and begin healing on this. So we're going to get 2 of them because everybody's at a different point on their journey. So Source for pile 3, when is their divine masculine going to start facing this and healing this? Wow, do you see how fast that flew out? So we have when you least expect it. Okay. So it is going to be very clear for some of them very quickly. So what else, Source? When is pile 3's divine masculine going to face this and begin healing this? Thank you. September. Okay, so we're in September right now. At the recording of this, it's not going to be posted. It could still be posted in September, but I'm literally like, today is the 28th of September. So by the time that this posts, we have two things. It could be that they're already in the process of working on it, okay, being it's September, when you least expect it. This could also be pointing at towards it's going to take them a whole year, okay? Take a break. Yeah, don't be so focused on the time frame. Like, that's what they're saying. Don't focus on the time frame here. Okay, like that's something you don't want to focus on because it's just gonna, it's just not gonna set things up good for them or for you. Like, it's just gonna cause a lot more frustration. All right, so it's going to be a while, but they're gonna come to it when they least expect it. Like, they're not gonna expect having to heal this, okay? And you're not going to expect when they're gonna come in either. So I'm going to get one of the Lovers Tarot that I have here. We're going to find out a little bit more about the shadow side that they've been working on. So Source, can we please have a Lovers Tarot to kind of give us an idea? Yeah. Oh my gosh. When I was shuffling, didn't I say that they've been neglected? Not paying attention to what's important. Decide what's truly worth spending time on. This is what they're fighting right now. This is that internal hurt that they're dealing with right now. They're feeling neglected. They're feeling like they're not being taken care of, and so they're having to learn how to deal with that, right? On the bottom, we have distance, so far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. So they're learning how to ignite that excitement in their lives again with the King of Wands here on the bottom, starting the reading, and in the bottom of the deck, of this deck. It's like talking about them trying to find the passion of life again, right? It's been a hard journey for them. This has not been easy. So Source, may we please have some oracles for pile number 3? Okay, yeah. Full moon completion flipped over here. This is a cycle they're completing. This is something they just have to go through, right? And there's no time frame for that. They're really just at the 10% mark right now. There's still so much they still have to unearth with Iceberg, but they are in the process of healing. I absolutely love these. These are so synchronistic to this, right? They are absolutely healing. But this is their wake-up call. This is peeking out on the bottom. It's like they're trying to wake up from this. This is Source showing them like, hey, you're going to have to face this. Whether you want to or not, you're going to have to face this. It's very difficult for them. Number 11, we have Deer and Power. They're trying to find their emotional well-being here with the moon, right? Full moon and full moon. There's something about a full moon that's coming through here too. So the next full moon could be something that really starts setting something in motion. I think the full moon is tomorrow from when I'm recording this, but it could also be the full moon in next September, but that is still the full moon in September. So that could be that the full moon tomorrow in Aries is going to be something that really kind of starts off this. It's like kicking the snowball down the hill. It's kind of like kicking off the kickoff, right? Like, okay, football. The kickoff is coming in. It's the start of the game, the start of the next chapter. Yeah. We have number 8 with Sea Turtle on the bottom with stability. They're definitely finding stability in their life right now. Like, that's what they've been focused on, is stability. May we please have some other oracle cards here for pile number 3. What's going on with pile number 3's DM? Thank you. Yeah, they're learning how to embrace authenticity, truth, to express their truth. My nose is going insane. I cannot right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. When the angels tickle it, it just makes me go nuts. I know that they're telling me this is right. Like, I know that, but it's just, oh my Lord. Like, whew. Please have another oracle card here. Yeah, this is a new chapter for them. So maybe that's why it's like they've been sad for a long time and now they're just starting to get out of that sadness. Yeah, look, we have North Node here, destined to have. Right? They're destined to have happiness. You're destined to meet. This is something that is very, very true here, right? House 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. So they're changing their perspective right now. Things are happening. Okay, things are moving. But it's not to pay attention to the time frame. Like, that's not what Source wants you to do. Like, we're just trying to find out where they're at right now. Not kind of like where we want it to be, right? Because it's hard. It's hard. We want to know when they're coming in, but that's not what this journey is. Know your worth with number 54. 9 is bringing something to a close. It's not the completion part. It's bringing it to that completion. So they're learning their worth right now, right? Of course, that would come with neglect. Self-worth issues would absolutely come with neglect. All right, so let's get one of my homemade oracle cards here, Source, for pile 3. Okay, I guess you're getting 2. And on the bottom it says, can you forgive me for breaking your heart? I don't know how to love because my own heart is broken. Exactly. Okay, so they're dealing with their own broken heart right now. They're struggling right now to heal their heart. And that's why they're thinking it's like, money is going to make me happy. But they're really going to quickly learn that money is not what's going to make them happy. Look, this came out in another pile. It says, leave me alone. Stop calling my phone. I'm doing better without you, so go F with them hoes. Okay, so this is them saying, like, don't bother me right now. Like, let me just do this on my own. They have to. This is something they have to. And don't feel like, oh my gosh, that's a stab at me. Like, hold up. Like, right? They're trying to ask for your forgiveness. Okay? They're trying to ask for your forgiveness here. Please forgive me. I don't know how to love right now because my heart is broken. That's why they're acting like this. They just don't know. And you could be like, well, they don't deserve to treat me like that. No, it's not about that. They just don't know how else to say it. Okay, they're coming from their broken heart. That's what they're coming from right now. We have to wish them well. We can't take it personal where they're coming from. Okay, that's where they're coming from. Regardless if you would come that way or not, it doesn't matter. That's where they're coming from right now, and you have to respect that. That's where they're at. You don't have to put up with that. And like, I cannot make this up. The freaking blue jay is back. Never comes until I'm on a reading. I sit here and look out the window. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's a female and a male. Oh my gosh, the females are gray and the males are so bright blue. That is incredible. I've never seen 2 of them before. Okay, so blue jays might mean something to you. But they're just saying, like, and I think that's so synchronistic too, because blue is connected with truth, right? Like the throat chakra is blue. And so it's like they're telling you, like, don't trip out about where they're at right now because they got their own things to heal. So don't take this personal. You waiting on this connection is pushing me away. Go do you, boo. There you go. That's them coming in. They're like, please go focus on yourself. Because when you've got all your energy focused on them, it's like making them very nervous. It's making them very on edge. Like they are so concerned with what to do because they're already afraid that they're failing. Right? And so right now it's like, maybe you guys did share a first kiss, or maybe you had a connection at one point, and it's like that is just really scaring them right now. And so they're just trying to really focus on building up a financial well-being here because they think that that's what's going to bring them happiness. And it's almost like, I can't come to pile 3 until I'm happy. Like they know that. And so they're just kind of like lashing out right now. Okay. And you may have resonated with one of the other piles. Okay. But right now they really want you to do you. They want you to focus on you so that they can focus on themselves, because the more you focus your energy on them, the more they feel you and the more it like freaks them out. And I know that's so hard, especially if this is a twin flame. Like I get it. That's really hard to do because you're thinking about them all the time. But it's like more or less when they come up in your mind, instead of going down the rabbit hole of like, what are they doing? Where are they at? Let me go check their social media. Let me look at their pictures. Let me do this. Like, can you just leave it? Oh, I thought about them. Okay, so now let me go do something for myself. You know, and that will help. That will also help with the obsession that's going on inside of you. It's just every time they come up, just being like, okay, don't get so stuck on it. Just be like, okay, I acknowledge it. It's there. They're there. I feel the energy, but I got to go take care of me. So we have treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply, number 10. And I feel like this is pointing towards them learning how to self-nurture. They just don't know. They're healing their inner child right now. Okay, we have inner child with the Leo energy as well. And so they're really deeply learning how to nurture themselves right now. And it's not been easy. It's not your fault. That has nothing to do with you, okay? That's just literally, they're struggling in a world right now where they don't know how to self-nurture because the world never taught them that. but you are destined to have each other. But this is something they're destined to do, is to let this cycle go, okay? We have air energy with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So we're showing here that they're learning to climb this mountain. They're learning to get out of their mind, okay? They're learning to connect with the heart chakra, which is the air. The element of air is connected with the heart chakra. But the element of air can also very easily get us stuck in our minds, right? Like when we think like we're having an airheaded moment or something like that. It's like we can be very stuck in our minds. And that's what's going on right now. They're trying to bring that down and center that back into their heart chakra. Okay? And we have number 20 with the dolphin spirit. It says this and that are true. So they're very much experiencing what they're experiencing. You are absolutely experiencing what you're experiencing. Both sides are true. Both sides are valid. But remembering that the more that we do this, oh, I'm going to hurt them because they hurt me, because that triggered me. It's saying that you're just creating a lot more chaos in a situation that needs to be diffused. Okay, and so you can diffuse it the best way possible for you. Whenever they come up, can you take care of yourself? That's the question here. Let's get some yin-yang cards on it. You already had one flying out. Okay, please have some more yin-yang cards for pile number 3, source. What else can you tell us about this connection? What's going on with their DM? Thank you. What's going on with their DM? Yeah, control tactics popped out. I am going to do this one more time. Oh, okay, here we go. I didn't know that was 2 cards. We have control tactics coming out. This is them saying they're feeling controlled by the DF right now, okay? You're not, but they feel like that, okay? That doesn't take away how it feels. Whether it's true or not, that's not what matters here. They're experiencing this very real emotion connected to you. And so they just feel like they cannot get away from you. And I feel like you're both having dreams about each other right now. You're sending each other messages in your dreams. And so it's like everywhere they look right now, you're on their mind. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. Everywhere? Everywhere. And they're just freaking out because this has never happened before. And they're just like, oh my gosh, like with pile 3, I can't. Okay, and it's just because they're not ready to face themselves. Definitely air, so they could be an air sign that flew out. All right. So what do we have on the bottom here? Yeah, we have truth and expression. This is what they're learning right now. They're learning to take off the mask and find their own inner truth. How do I express myself? How do I let go of what's been holding me back up until this part? I need to change. I need to be courageous to do this. What else is peeking out? Right now, they're in their self node. They're clinging. They're in their comfort zone. And then we have one more peeking out here. Oh, they wanted that healing inner child. There we go. And that was what I was, yeah, guilt and sabotage. Yeah, so they're really dealing with it. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy popping out as well. So they're really dealing with it. Like, this is someone who's really going through it. We had air signs come through, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, right? Looking fragmented in their mind now, trying to re-embody their sense of truth, their sense of well-being here. Okay, let me get these all squared away here so we can see what these are. Self-care, energy. This is what they're trying to learn to do. They're trying to take care of themselves. We had that come out with the Ace of Cups, right? This is talking about how it's all about self-care, connection with the divine. Taking care of self is such an important part of this journey. And if you're not doing that, you fall victim to your own internal thoughts. Well, what if, or that's happening, this is going on, that over there is true. When it's just an illusion that you get stuck in. And we saw that here with the 9 of Coins coming out in the reverse. They're stuck very much in the illusion of the world. This divine masculine is living in the illusions of the world right now, very much stuck in the physical realm. Okay? They have a decision to make. They absolutely have to decide what is worth their time. Do I continue going down this road that is not bringing me happiness, where I still feel neglected, where I still feel lost? Or do I decide to take care of myself and bring love into my life that way? Right? They want stability, they want harmony, they want flow, they want inner peace, but it's just not coming to them right now. I do feel like you are in the process of finding that yourself, but they are looking for finding their own self-worth here. Right now they're living in a state of expectations. They expect others to come to their level, and that's where they're struggling with the self-worth, okay? Yeah, they want a home, they want a family, they want commitment, but it's not going to come until they come into this energy here. They're remembering who they are. They're in the process of an awakening right now. Yeah, this is a very uncomfortable time for your divine masculine. Very uncomfortable. Okay, they're going through it. They're dealing with a lot of things that they shoved underneath the surface that they didn't want to deal with. So let's go ahead and look at your reasons why card. See what they say. Across the miles, our love takes flight, strong and true, shining so bright. Distance may try, but it can't divide, forever connected, side by side. Oh, that's so cute, but that's going back to exactly what I was saying. It's like there's nothing they can do to get away from you. It's like, so it's like they feel like you're controlling it. And it's like when you get stuck in the rabbit hole of thinking about them all the time, like they feel that energy. It's like overwhelming to them. And so they're saying, can you please just take a step back and not think about me like that for a while? And I can already feel it. Some of you are like, that's impossible. It feels impossible, but it's not. It's not. Just remember that when they come up, when they pop up into your head, go do something for yourself, okay? It could be as simple as turning on the TV show and watching a TV show, but when I say do something for yourself, I mean like go journal or go take a walk or go meditate or go draw or go sing or go listen to music, go dance, go drive around, do something that will take you to yourself, right? Focusing back on yourself. And they're going to feel that absence. And that's what's going to help bring the draw to them. They're going to start magnetized towards you because of that. Right? Because they're going to feel you slipping away and they're going to realize, whoa, holy crap, I just blamed my DF for no reason. Right? But that's something they have to face. And that's something that you can do by bringing your energy back to you, which feels impossible, but it's not. It is not impossible. It's just difficult. Because we're so used to staying in that obsessive energy, like, oh my gosh, my DM, like, oh my gosh, like, where are they at? What's going on? Let me check on them. I need to see what they're doing. Just, if you can, silence all their notifications on social media, silence their messages, their messenger, silence all that stuff. You don't have to block them. I mean, you can if you want. It's just, you know, like, even if you have to unfriend them, I don't usually block just because, you know, like, to me, it's not worth it. But anyways, you know, you can definitely unfriend them so you don't get their notifications. And it just kind of takes away the temptation, right? So take away the temptation for yourself. But right now, your DM is going through it. They're in a very lucky point in their life, but they're just not ready to deal with the emotional side of themselves. But once they are, I do feel like it's going to be like a slingshot. They're going to get into it really fast and they're going to find their truth here. So if you feel like this is your reading, leave a sun emoji down below and say, I call in my higher awakening, to let source know that you're still calling in your high vibrational energy. That's what you do want on your journey. Leave me a thumbs up down below, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I want to take a quick second to thank your spirit guides, your messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this message. I'm sending you a big hug, pile 3. I feel like you need it. You are loved. You are supported. Don't take it so personally what's going on right now. Take a look at what Blue Jay is, because he just came back to visit on your reading. And with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. But until next time, stay human, pile number 3. Bye.